Hey guys, what is going on? Dog is here, and today I'm going to be ranking all of the Black Ops 3 Zombies maps that are not Zombies Chronicles from worst to best. This is not only my opinion with this order, this is also other people's opinions. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with our first map on the list. As you might have guessed, Zetsubonoshima is number 6 and last on the list as our worst map in Black Ops 3. And this is really just because nobody liked it. Nobody enjoyed playing it. Most of the time now, there's always 1% in the playlist category. As you can, if you look at the description of the map, it'll tell you how many players are playing on it. And it always says that 1% of the Black Ops 3 players are playing Zetsubonoshima. That's not a lot at all. So that's just there to tell you that no one liked it. The main reason that nobody liked it is just because there was so much to do in the map. I mean, literally, you had to do so many steps just to open the Pack-a-Punch machine, and so many things to do just to turn on the power. You had to do challenges and stuff like that. I mean, you had to get a skull, you had to get a KT-4, another craftable wonder weapon, you had to get a gas mask, a shield, just everything that possible. You had to do a spider boss fight, and your only reward was Widow's Wine, for free. I mean, you can seriously buy that anywhere else for like 4,000 points. But instead, you have to do a boss fight for it. I mean, just, what type of crap is that, honestly? But yeah, that's really the main reason why nobody liked the map. I'm gonna show you a little bit of time of gameplay on this map, just to show you guys how this disgusting of a map performs. But I'll be back with map number 5 in just a minute.
Is appreciated. When you talk about mission, you refer only to the test subject. Are you afraid to say his name?
Shadows of Evil is next on our list, and the reason for this is because it's pretty much for the same reason as Zetsubonoshima. There was so much that you had to do. You had to do rituals that took forever to do. You had to open so many gates. You had to pretty much open the entire map just to get to Pack-a-Punch. And I mean, opening the entire map might not be too bad, but having to become the beast all the time and having to shock a bunch of stuff and buy a bunch of stuff, extra things to do on the map was just not everybody's favorite. not only did you have to do rituals, you had, I mean, there was no power. So the only reason, or the only way that you could get perks and set off traps is by becoming the beast. But you had to do so many other things within a short period of time to where you really didn't have time to turn on every single thing that you wanted to do with the beast. You had to build an apothecary servant. You had to do a whole bunch of steps and do an entire Easter egg just to get a sword. I mean, the sword is pretty good, but it's just like, it's not worth doing all those steps. And then you had to upgrade the shield or else it was poop late rounds. I mean, it really just wasn't everybody's favorite to do. And once again, a lot of this is not my opinion. It's a lot of it's a lot of other people's opinions. But still, my opinion would be that this map would be pretty low on the list, but not this low. Here's some extra gameplay for you guys, just like ZNS, just to show you guys how the map performs and stuff like that. But I'll be here with our 4th map, our 3rd worst, very soon.
That's more like it.
Revelations is next on our list, and a lot of you guys already hate me. I actually agree with this, that Revelations is this low on the list. It's a good map. It really is a good map. I like how they added all of the maps together in one and threw back a few things, but to the community, it's not really what everybody wanted. It's not the storyline that everybody wanted. It's not the ending that everybody wanted. The Easter egg took so long only to reveal kind of a cutscene that really just nobody was looking forward to. I mean, nobody wanted that to happen in the storyline. They wanted something a lot more, like, interesting, and they thought that Treyarch could have done a lot better than what they did. I do like that they threw back, like, the Thunder Gun and cool weapons like that. They put the Rifty 9 in the game, Lil Arnie's. But, it just wasn't really everybody's favorite. Everybody wanted elemental weapons, so like the bows or the staffs or something like that. But they didn't put that in the game. Although, I do like how they kept most of the maps pretty much the same. So they didn't like ruin any of them. And I like how they just put a fraction of them all into one map and just revealed a really cool finalization. But still, like, this map just, it was kind of a disappointment, to be quite honest. I know that Treyarch could have done a lot better, and I know that a lot of other people think so as well. But yeah, I do like though about this map that they didn't ruin anything. They didn't change anything about the old maps. They brought back a few cool weapons, which was fine, but just not what everybody wanted. So, I'm going to show you guys a few more extra minutes of gameplay, just to show you guys how the map performs, just like the previous maps. And, I'll be here with our third best map, in just a minute. Durice, or the Giant, whatever you want to call it, is next on the list. And the reason for this is mainly just because, I mean, they threw back a map that everybody wanted them to. Treyarch did just what the community wanted. They looked back and saw what everybody was saying and what everybody wanted for the Black Ops 3 release, and they reflected off of that. They remastered one of the greatest maps, and the map that really just brought the zombies community together, and they just remastered it. Better graphics, a whole bunch of stuff. They didn't ruin the map. They didn't put anything extra, or they didn't take out anything out of the map. They put the Wanderwolf back into the game. They really just made slight changes, but it didn't ruin the map, and that's really what everybody wanted. And they did it for the perfect map too. And it was a great way to start out the span of Black Ops 3. And a lot of people still play the map today, which is a really good sign for Treyarch, because it shows them how well they did at remastering a map, and how they could keep doing so with even older maps. And they just did. They did with Zombies Chronicles. But this just shows Treyarch that the community likes what they're seeing, and they want it to continue. So here's some extra gameplay of the map, just to show you guys how it performs. But I'll be here with our second map very soon, our second best map. But here's some gameplay for you guys. Gorod Krovi, or in English, the City of Blood, is next on the list. And the reason for this is because it really was just a good map for a third DLC. DLC 3 is usually when Treyarch starts to screw up on their maps, and they sort of get tired and just sort of throw a bunch of crap into the game. But Gorod Krovi was good for DLC 3. They put so much extra things into the game. They put the Raygun Mark III into the game, which everybody was expecting that, and once again, Treyarch reflected off of what the community wanted. So they put the Raygun Mark III in it, which was a dual-wield little wonder weapon, which I think was pretty cool. They threw back the PPSH from older Call of Duties, which honestly was probably one of the best things that they could have ever done. And they put just the right amount of things for you to do in the map. Yeah, it was a little too much to do, but it wasn't as much as Shadows and Zetsubo. You could do a bunch of you had to do a bunch of things that were sort of like the Shadows of Evil rituals, and then you would be able to ride a dragon over to a completely different area in the map in Stalingrad, and you could do like a lockdown event, which was near the Pack-a-Punch machine, and you got some pretty cool rewards from that. It was completely worth it. The Easter egg in the map was great. I especially like the Pack-a-Punch camo in this map, like the dragon skin. That was really, really cool, and I like how they did that. I like how they did it in like different colors as well. But the only thing that the community was disappointed about was that a new perk wasn't released. Everybody was sort of expecting that, but that didn't happen. But that's okay. The awesomeness of this map really just made up for it. I mean, you didn't have to build a gas mask. You didn't have to do a bunch of rituals. I mean, you had to do something sort of like rituals, but they weren't nearly as difficult to do. But yeah, they just added the completely right amount of things to do into the map, and that's why I like it so much, and that's why really the rest of the community likes it. But I'll show you guys a little bit more time of gameplay just to show you guys once again how the map performs, how the map does, and how awesome it really is. I'll be back with our first map on the list, which is pretty obvious because I haven't mentioned it yet. But yeah, I'll be back with that soon. So yeah, enjoy the gameplay. Durasandrock is next on the list. It is our number one best map, and a lot of you guys probably agree with me, and the reason for this is mainly just because for our first DLC, Treyarch usually just like DLC 3, they usually make kind of a piece of crap for DLC 1, but not this map. They basically made weapons just like the staffs in Origins, only in the shape of a bow. They had elemental weapons. Like, honestly, for a DLC 1, how much better could you get? They had a lightning bow, aka the electric bow, which, hence its name, it just shoots out, electricity, which was very cool. They had a spirit bow, aka the wolf bow, which just was sort of like the wind staff. It just shot out, a gust of wind. and a lot of wolves would like howl, and zombies would like blow away and stuff like that, which was very cool. They had a magma bow, aka the fire bow, which just like the fire staff, it just made a like molten area and killed zombies. And real quick, as you can see in the gameplay here, this is the lightning bow. This is some gameplay coming up right here. Yeah, it just shoots a huge ball of electricity, which was very cool. And then you also had, for your final bow, you had the void bow, aka the skull bow, which was very, very cool how they had elemental weapons in this map. They had a different special weapon as well. They had gravity spikes, which was kind of a cool throwback for Black Ops 3 multiplayer. And they also didn't make you build a gas mask and a whole bunch of other stuff. It was very, very simple. It was very simple to open the Pack-a-Punch machine, and really just to do a whole bunch of other stuff. The Easter egg was super fun to do. The cutscene was very, very neat. Everybody liked that. I mean, you got to blow up the moon. What can get better than that? Honestly. The only thing I don't like is that you have to face the Panzer from Origins. I hated the Panzer so much, and I still do. But that's okay. All the other things in this map just makes up for it so much. But here's some extra gameplay for you guys, just to show you guys how the map performs. And right here, sorry for the short host migration. The host of this game was actually pretty terrible, so we had to get him to migrate, or else things would have gone completely different in a bad way in this game. But your gameplay should boot back up in just a minute for you guys. And just like that, that wraps up our video here. That ranks all of the Black Ops 3 Zombies maps from worst to best. Once again, this is not only my opinion, this is also everybody else's, all combined into one video. And so I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and my explanations on the map and also the gameplay. But for now, take good care and peace out.